And the crux of the issue is this. The federal government is saying that if you live in a community that is disproportionately white, then therefore there is discrimination and segregation. And as such, the local community and or the Justice Department needs to come in and do away with a lot of the zoning regulations that they feel restricts high-density housing in any neighborhood. Now, they have already said that quarter-acre, listen to this, quarter-acre single-family residential zoning is potentially discriminatory and segregated. Quarter-acre. And what they would do is take away any restrictions that limit height, density, acreage, number of bedrooms in any community. So if you live in that quarter-acre or half-acre residential neighborhood, the federal government is saying that a 13-story apartment building could be right in the middle of it, government subsidized, because there needs to be an equal mix, in their view, of ethnicity, of race, of income, etc. Now, anyone can live anywhere they choose. There are no laws that prevent anyone. Zoning protects neighborhoods. Zoning permits or prohibits what can be built and where, not who lives there. And that is a very big distinction. And what we have said is, we as, by this settlement, had to analyze every zoning district in Westchester. And we did it 8 times. Because every time we did it, the conclusion was there is no zoning that prohibits. There is no exclusionary zoning. Pace University independently looked at the zoning and our conclusions and came to the same conclusion. And even the federal monitor, who makes $1,050 an hour courtesy of Westchester taxpayers, who works for HUD and is supposed to be the referee, even he came to the conclusion that there is no zoning in Westchester based on race or ethnicity. Then he made up a new one that wasn't even in the settlement, socioeconomic. Well, you know what? Duh. It's expensive to live in Nassau and Suffolk and Westchester. That doesn't make it discriminatory, because there are plenty of places I can't live in Westchester. I can't afford to live where the Clintons live. I just can't. So I live where I live, on a quarter-acre piece of property in the town of Mount Pleasant with $16,000 of taxes and a home that's about 1,800 square feet. But anyone can live on my block if they can afford it. And we're building affordable housing. I believe in that, and we are building that. But it's a difference to have the federal government say, you were discriminatory, you were segregated, with zero proof, by the way. They have none, can't come up with it. And Westchester was first, Nassau has been sued, Oyster Bay was sued, Suffolk, you're next. And so we have a governor who lives in one of those 31 communities who not once, in my 5 years as county executive, we have reached out by letter, by public statements, asking the governor of New York to help Westchester County protect itself from an overreaching, very radical federal government. And he has done nothing. You know why? Because I think he's rooting for his old buddies at HUD where he was. And so this is the agenda, and it will be coming to a community near you if you do not protect yourself. And so I am fighting vociferously for the people of Westchester on property rights, and we will continue to build affordable housing. We will continue to meet our obligations under this contract, but we're not going to go any further. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let the federal government come in. The Wall Street Journal just wrote a very big editorial about it last week, and they're right.